Hi guys, Ken Joker here, and I'm a property investor. I've been investing for over 25 years. In this video, we're going to be talking about rent to rent. Stay tuned for more details. So what is rent to rent? How can you get a rent to rent, or what do you do with a rent to rent? And why would a landlord give you a rent to rent? Why would a landlord give you a property to rent out? Why can't they rent it themselves? So let me explain. So rent to rent is whereby you will rent a property from a property owner for a fixed amount and then rent it out for a higher amount. Now, this is helpful if you've got, for example, you're renting a property and it's a large property and you can split it into smaller properties. So for example, a 5-bedroom house that you can rent, and then you can turn it into what we call a HMO. So you can rent it out as an HMO, or you can get a family house, like a 3-bedroom or 4-bedroom property, fix the rent and then rent it out for a higher amount. Let me give you an example, a typical example. So it could be that the landlord has been trying to let his property for a long time. The property's been on the market for a long time. Maybe it needs a little bit of a refresh. He hasn't got the money to refresh it. And so it's been sitting around for a long time. Other properties are letting all day long because they're in good condition. When tenants come, they're looking for the best property at the best condition. So they're looking for properties that are near stations, near transport, in good conditions, maybe with a nice garden if they've got a family, that is in good conditions, particularly the bathroom and the kitchen. They're very fussy about the bathroom and the kitchen, as you would be. So what you would do as an investor, you would go and speak to the landlord and show him the reason why it's a good idea to give you the property on a rent-to-rent basis. Now, one of the main reasons is because you give them a guaranteed rent. Guaranteed rent means that, look, come rain or shine, I will pay your rent. So if the rent is £1,000, for example, every month the landlord will get £1,000 into their account. Now, the going market rate for the rent could be £1,200, for example, or even £1,300. You're thinking to yourself, why would a landlord give me the property that is, give it to me for £1,000, meanwhile the market rent is £1,200 or £1,300? The reason is simply this. If you have one void period, you've lost £1,300 in one go. If the landlord has been experiencing a time when the property has been void, that means no rent has been coming in, then he or she will be more inclined to listen to a proposition such as the guaranteed rent. So effectively, rent to rent is what we call guaranteed rent. So you're guaranteeing the rent for that landlord. So you would take that property from the landlord at £1,000, for example, then you will re-let it to a family or to maybe 2 people that are sharing, that are working professionals, and they will pay you the £1,200 or £1,300. You pay the landlord every month the £1,000, and you keep the difference of the £200 or £300. But of course, looking after the property in between. There are certain things that I would recommend that you put in place. Some of them would be something like a contract that looks after the gas, the electric, the plumbing, things like that. But you can negotiate with the landlord if he or she can do that for you as part of the process, so that it takes care of, you know, the headache of the plumbing, the electrics, and things like that go wrong typically. Things like the carpet and things like that, I recommend either putting a new carpet in there at the beginning of the tenancy. This will give you longevity. It will give you the longevity of the let. It will allow you to let it longer. Or if you feel adventurous, put in laminate flooring. So do those things, and that will give you, you know, have a longer period, extend the life span of the let that you're going to have. Typically speaking, you're looking at 3 years to 5 years contract. But what I tend to do is I would say, let's have a 6 months, let's have a three-year contract with a 6 month break clause. This 6 months break clause will give you the opportunity to make any adjustments or changes, or even come out of the agreement, because you've got a 6 months break clause. Just in case it doesn't work, you don't want to invest all that money and then find that you're not making any money because you can't rent the property out. So these are some of the things that you can do. There's a lot more other things that you can do to make it go smoothly, professionally. You can even build up a portfolio of rent to rents and live off the income from a rent to rent. It can literally replace your salary. And it's literally like that. What else can I say about rent to rent? Rent to rent is a good strategy if you don't have too much money to invest. For example, instead of you putting down a 25% deposit on a house, you can then maybe invest a few thousand and get a rent to rent, which gives you your money back instantly. So that's another quick way of turning around, property. You have a few of those going on, and every month you've got, quite a reasonable amount of money coming in on a monthly basis. If you want more information on this, or you want to reach out to us, do check out the link below. I put a link in the description. You can just reach out to us, give us some feedback, comments, or any questions that you may have regarding rent to rent or any other property strategy. We're here to help. We're here to help you to succeed in property. Longevity, cut, blooper, cut, the best property at the best price. Well, I've lost my way now. Okay, yeah. So laminate carpeting, cut. So remember to like, subscribe, especially with the bloopers. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and it's good to have fun as well. You can't always be so serious. You should have a little bit of fun. So yeah, that's it. I hope that gives you some insight on the rent to rent basis, and give you some ideas of different strategies to play with. I will continue to post some more ideas of strategies just to give you a flavor of the different things that you can do with property. There's so many different things that you can do. It's so exciting. So I look forward to making some more videos for you, and have a fantastic day. God bless you. See you soon. Take care. Bye bye.